There are millions of asteroids floating in our solar system. Every year, thousands of meteorites weighing about a pound fall on Earth. Usually we don't see them because they land in uninhabited forests or the ocean. However, in 2004, scientists discovered a really dangerous asteroid in space weighing more than 20 million tons. The first observations show it has a 2.7 chance of hitting us in 2029. If an asteroid this big hit the Earth, it would cause major devastation over the area it impacted. But what is the real chance of it hitting us? And what can we do to prevent big asteroids from hitting our planet in the future? Apophis was first discovered on June 19, 2004 by astronomers in Tucson, Arizona. The asteroid measures about 1,100 feet across, about the size of 3.5 American football fields. It raised alarms because initial calculations had shown there was a good possibility it could smack into the Earth April 13, 2029. Since its discovery, optical and radar telescopes have been tracking Apophis as it orbits the Sun, and scientists are mostly confident they know where it's headed. Current calculations show it will come really close to the Earth at around 19,800 miles from our planet's surface in 2029. That's close enough to come between the Earth and the Moon, which floats around us at about 238,855 miles away. The path the big asteroid is taking is within the distance of some satellites, and that sounds too close. But what if something affected the orbit path of Apophis, which is very possible, and this asteroid smashed into our planet? It's a well-known fact that an asteroid impact is one of the things that can cause global mass extinction, especially if this asteroid is large enough. Physicists like the late great Dr. Stephen Hawking said that an asteroid collision is the biggest threat to all life on the planet. If an asteroid like Apophis was to hit the Earth, the impact would unleash a blast equivalent to over 1 billion tons of TNT. In comparison, the recent explosion in Lebanon, Beirut, of approximately 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate caused an explosion equivalent to 1 kiloton of TNT and took the lives of over 200 people. Thus, an asteroid impact by Apophis directly over a populated area would not only result in the deaths of millions of people, but would also have a terrifying and lasting impact on the ecosystem of our planet. Although it may not be an extinction-level event, it would forever change our biosphere and affect human civilization for centuries to come. Asteroids were crucial in the formation of planets in our solar system. Major impact events have significantly shaped our Earth's history and have been associated with the formation of the Earth-Moon system, the evolutionary history of life on our planet, the origin of water, and several mass extinctions. On other planets in the solar system, asteroid impacts have resulted in various phenomena. The two distinctly different hemispheres on Mars are because of asteroid impacts some 3.9 billion years ago, and the unusual spin of Uranus was confirmed to be caused by a collision with a massive object twice the size of Earth. It's very rare for an asteroid the size of Apophis to pass so close to Earth, although smaller asteroids in the range of 16 to 33 feet in size have been observed passing by at similar distances. These type of asteroids are classed as near-Earth objects, or NEOs, and these objects and their orbits are constantly tracked by astronomers around the world. NASA uses Earth Impact Monitoring System to automatically track and scan asteroids that will probably hit us within the next 100 years. NEOs have become an increased interest since 1994, when big pieces of the Shoemaker-Levy 9 comet slammed into Jupiter after being torn up by its gravity. Scientists got to see it in real time, as Earth telescopes were recording it. This event highlighted the potential danger of NEOs. As of January 2019, 19,470 NEOs have been discovered. Only 107 of them are comets that are largely made up of ice and rock, while 19,363 of them are asteroids. These asteroids are classified into different categories based on their orbits and the danger they pose to Earth. So far, there are 4 orbit classifications. Amor class are types of asteroids whose orbits do not cross Earth's orbit around the Sun, thus posing no threat to us. The Apollo class of asteroids are Earth-crossing, whose orbits are greater than that of the Earth. They're perihelion, which is the nearest point to the Earth, is less than 1.017 astronomical units. 1 AU is roughly the distance between the Earth and the Sun, 150 million kilometers or 92.9 million miles. The 2013 Chelyabinsk meteor that exploded over the city of Chelyabinsk in the southern Urals region of Russia was an Apollo-class asteroid. As of December 2018, the number of known Apollo asteroids is 10,485, making the class the largest group of near-Earth objects. Atens class of asteroids are Earth-crossing and are a dynamic group of asteroids whose orbits bring them into close proximity with Earth. Their orbits are smaller than the Earth's orbit around the Sun, or less than 1 AU. This makes them potentially hazardous objects, or PHOs. As of 2019, 1,490 Atens have been discovered, of which 12 are named. Apophis is an Atens-class asteroid that completes an orbit around the Sun in a bit less than 1 Earth year. After its close encounter with the Earth in 2029, the orbit of Apophis will be widened to become slightly larger than the width of Earth's orbit. At this point, it'll be reclassified from the Aten group to the Apollo group. Finally, there is the Atira class of asteroids, whose orbits are strictly inside the Earth's orbit and are no immediate threat as of now. However, their orbits can be altered because of the gravitational effects of the inner planets of our solar system like Mercury and Venus, which could make these Earth orbit-crossing asteroids in the future. Based on these classifications, scientists have also come up with scales to measure the impact hazards of asteroids. Scientists now believe that there is no danger of Apophis hitting us in April 2029. But space by its nature is unpredictable, and despite our best efforts, if tomorrow scientists discover an asteroid heading towards us, given our current technologies, there's really very little we can do. The only thing that will help us is time. The earlier we spot such objects, the more our chances of survival increases. Today, it's estimated that it would require us to have over a decade of planning to significantly alter the path of an asteroid's trajectory, or to minimize the effects of a potential impact. That's why searching for NEOs and tracking them have become such an important mission for space agencies around the world. This lack of human capability has also given rise to a new field of study known as asteroid impact avoidance. In recent years, many agencies around the globe have concentrated resources and funding towards future missions that aim to change an asteroid's trajectory. Since then, many scientists and engineers have proposed various ways to attempt this. Some have suggested we strap rocket engines to the rock that threatens us and push it away. Others have suggested that we use nuclear weapons to kick an asteroid from its orbit, or even shatter it into smaller bits. These ideas have led to ongoing missions such as the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART, which is a collaboration between NASA and ESA to test the hypotheses of impacting a spacecraft into an asteroid to bring about a change in its trajectory. These days, scientists study asteroids' trajectory, size, shape, composition, and even their interior. All this research will provide humanity with the required knowledge to develop impact avoidance technology. Apophis flying so close to the surface of Earth in 2029 is such an incredible opportunity for science. The asteroid will be in range to be observed with both optical and radar telescopes. Radar observations could possibly provide surface details that are only a few feet in size. There are currently many missions being planned to make full use of this rare opportunity. That being said, there is still a small probability that Apophis has a chance of impacting Earth. In its close encounter with Earth, Apophis would pass through a gravitational keyhole, a small region no more than about a half a mile, 0.8 kilometers in diameter, that could set up a future impact exactly 7 years later in 2036. But the chances of that are said to be less than 1 in 100,000. This gives the asteroid an impact hazard of level 1 on the Torino scale. So despite its close approach, you'll not have to spend sleepless nights wondering whether it'll hit Earth or not.